let's go again. Minus 2x minus 3, 4x minus 5. Okay, let's multiply. We'd have minus 8x squared, then this by this would give you plus 10x. This would give you minus 12x, and then this would give you plus 15. So when we add up the like terms in the middle, we would have minus 8x squared minus 2x plus 15. So let me write this here. That's number one. Number two is saying we should expand 3x minus 1 all squared. So we're going to work with 3x minus 1 all squared. So that's 3x minus 1 times 3x minus 1. Okay, 3x times 3x gives you 9x squared. 3x times minus 1 gives you minus 3x. Minus 1 times 3x gives you minus 3x. And minus 1 times 1 gives you plus 1. So we would end up with 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Right, looking good so far. Next, we have to factorize, right? So basically, factorization means write it as a product of factors. Write as a product of factors. So I'm going to do that over here. Sorry, let me put this answer here. That's 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. All right. So for number one, you can pause the video and try it out again. We have 2p squared minus 6p. I can drag out 2p from here, right? Because I can find 2p both in this one and this one. So I would have p minus 3. So it's 2p multiplying p minus 3. Yeah. And then number two, I have negative 3x plus 18. Good. Negative 3x from 18. So I can find 3 in both of them. You could choose to drag out 3 or negative 3 if you want to. That's fine. If I drag out negative 3, I would have negative 3, and then in the bracket I would have x minus 6, right? If I divide negative 3x by negative 3, I have x. If I divide 18 by negative 3, I have negative 6. Or you could also have negative 3x minus 18, and we choose to drag out 3. If I do that, I would have minus x. Sorry, this is plus 18, my bad. I would have minus x plus 6. So either way is fine. If you expand this and this, you still end up with, the actual question. So it's okay. All right, let me put in my solutions quickly. I have 2p multiplying p minus 3. For this one, I have 3 brackets negative x plus 6, or negative 3 brackets x minus 6, right? So whichever one is fine. Okay, so for this one, we need to factorize this quadratic. I'm going to take out so let me just take out this, what I've done so far, so that we create space. So again, like I said, if you have issues with any of the skills here, you want to go back and relearn them, right? Don't try to muscle your way through the course if you can't do any of these things, right? So please try to work around that. You can meet someone older, a teacher, or try to track back and find the courses that they are in. Okay. So we are factorizing this, right? And so, which is actually the first method we are going to use. We have x squared minus 5x plus 6. So I like to play a real trick and just say, first of all, let's drag out a, b, and c. So I would have a is 1, b is minus 5, and then c is 6, right? That's a. If you compare this to this, so a is 1, b is minus 5, and c is 6. Good. Why am I teaching? I think I'm not going to teach. Anyway, so we have b and a, c. My b is negative 5, and my a times c would give me 6. So here's the thing. We need to find two numbers that multiply to give us 6, but add to give us negative 5. Those two numbers, we will use factors of 6 to try to figure them out, because basically it's easier to go that way than to go through trying to find numbers that add up to give you negative 5. The factors of 6 are 1 and 6, 3 and 2, so I think 3 and 2 would work. Actually, negative 3 and negative 2. If I put them together, I get -5. If I multiply them, I get +6, right? So we'd have x squared minus 3x minus 2 plus 6, minus 2x rather, plus 6, right? So I use them to replace the -5, and we haven't changed the equation in that sense. So we'd have x bracket x minus 3, and then from this I will drag out -2 bracket x minus 3. So we'd have x minus 2, x minus 3, right? So basically that's your solution. This can be written as x minus 2, x minus 3. There is no way you would pick up the scale from just this, right? So this was just a test to know whether or not you have it. If you don't have it, you have to track back and learn it, right? You have to track back and learn it. Okay, finally we have to substitute values into these very weird numbers to find the value of x. Okay, so I have to, given that this is that, then we should find the value of x when, okay, so let's go. For the first one, the formula is minus b, so x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, all over 2a. So we know that a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 17, and c is equal to 15. So we just drop them inside and then try to work around the values as best we can. Okay, very quickly. So we're going to have minus, right? So when I'm substituting, notice I'll be putting everything I have in brackets. I have to put it in bracket. The reason why is because your minus sign can be a problem if you don't put them in brackets, so that you can see exactly what you're doing. So I'm putting in my values of a, b, and c. This gives me 17 plus or minus square root of 289 minus, I think that should be minus 60, right? So again, I multiplied minus 4 times 1 times 15. So you need to watch the signs over 2. This is going to give me 17 plus or minus square root of 2, that should be 229 over 2. Now you could leave your answer this way, or you could solve them out, separate them, right? So let's separate them, because this value in the middle, this sign in the middle here means plus or minus. So we're going to separate them into 2. We're going to have 17 plus square root of 229 over 2. Very quickly, pulling up my calculator, have 17 plus square root of 229, close the brackets, divided by 2. Okay, so I have 16.07 on this side. So this means plus or minus, right? So the other solution is that it is 17 minus the square root of 229 over 2, right? So I'm just going to do that now, and I have 0.93. So the solutions to this are 16.07 or 0.93. Okay, you can pause the video and do the other two now. Again, a recommendation, pause the video, try to figure out the other two. Okay, I'm about done. All right, next one we have number 2. We'd have x is equal to, sorry, I like writing my formula again so that I can see exactly what I'm doing. B squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, we have a is minus 2, b is 11, c is minus 12. All right, let's plug in. Would have minus 11 plus or minus the square root of b squared. That will be 11 squared minus 4 times minus 2 times minus 12. Okay, so give me a moment. Let me just look at what I've done. Over 2 times negative 2, right? Good. 2 times a. So minus 11 plus or minus the square root of 11 squared minus 4 times minus 2 times minus 12 over that. Okay, I'm okay. Okay, I'm okay. Yeah. So we'd have minus 11 plus or minus square root of, this is 121 minus, this should give you minus times minus times minus will give you minus. So the minus sign is correct to be here. So you need to multiply the signs carefully. Then this will give you 8. 8 times that would give you 96. So minus 96 over minus 4. So we'd have minus 11 plus or minus the square root of 25 over minus 4, which means minus 11 plus or minus 5 over minus 4. So you could leave your answer this way, or we could just, try to figure out what the two possible solutions are. Would have minus 11 plus 5 over minus 4, or minus 11 minus 5 over minus 4. Minus 11 plus 5 would give you, minus 11 plus 5 would give you 6, minus 6 rather, minus 6 over minus 4 would give you, so minus 6 over minus 4 would give you minus 3 over 2. Minus 6 over minus 4 would give you plus 3 over 2 rather, because minus will cancel out minus. Good. For this one, would have minus 16 over 4 over minus 4, which gives you positive 4. So which gives you positive 4. So our solutions are 3 over 2 or 4, right? So we have the last one, which I will do quickly. You can pause the video and try out the last one yourself. Nearly there. Okay. Yep, I got it right. Okay, so let's pick out the final one, number 3. We have minus b plus minus square root of b. I should have left the former formula there. I didn't have to. Well, a bit of. Okay, a is 1, b is negative 3, and c is 4. All right, so let's dive in. We'd have minus 3, sorry, my bracket, minus 3, plus or minus the square root of minus 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times 4, good, over 2 times, good. So I would have 3 plus or minus square root of 9 minus 16, good, over 2, which gives me 3 plus or minus the square root of negative 5, no, negative 7, apologies. Yeah, that's negative 7. Negative 7 over 2, right? So basically, for this one, if you look at it, we have negative 7. Find the square root of negative 7. If you remember, that means we can have no solution. So there's basically no value of x that would make, that can come out from these values of a, b, and c. So it means you have a situation where you have no solution. All right, so that's it for this. I'm just going to wipe it off so that I can put up the answers. So I can put up the answers. Again, if you don't have any of these skills, my recommendation is that you try to learn them, right? Try to go outside of this space to practice, learn them. You can do these examples over and over again, but I strongly recommend that you try to learn them before you move on to the next one, to the next video. All right, So here are the solutions. You can compare. I am looking through. Perfection. Yay. Okay, so thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video.